So, the Game Awards. That was, it was something, to say the least. Now, I normally don't do this style of video where it's just unscripted and I'm looking at the camera, but I wanted to give my thoughts on the recent 2024 Game Awards. So, here we go. So, to start off, I think we should talk about some of the new announcements. I thought the announcements this year were fine, to be honest. So we had the new Elden Ring game. I believe it's called Night Rain. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's more Elden Ring. What more could you want? I think it definitely could be very good. We'll see what it's like when it actually comes out next year. Then there was also the Witcher 4, which I think looks fine. Nothing like particularly amazing. You know, it's just like a CGI trailer. But I'm pretty excited to play that when it comes out. And then there's the Borderlands 4, which looks pretty good. And I've never really played a Borderlands game, but sure, why not? Borderlands, yeah. Then there was the new game, I can't remember the name right now, I'll put it up on screen, made by the people who made It Takes Two. And that looks good. I never played It Takes Two. I want to, because I've heard it's really good. I know some people who have played the game, but I personally haven't gotten around to playing it. But yeah, those were the main announcements. Oh, and yeah, a new game by the people who made Overcooked, and I really like Overcooked 2. Overcooked 2 is like a masterpiece, actually. It's so fun. But those were the main announcements I'm remembering right now. So I think those are pretty good. Nothing like... I was hoping for like a Persona 6, just because Atlas and Metaphor got nominated for so many categories, but... it is what it is. It's fine. Then there's the awards themselves, which this year was not my favorite in terms of who won the Game of the Year. Which, let's just get that out of the way. Astrobot won Game of the Year. I disagree with that. And, on my recent videos, I got some comments saying Elden Ring was robbed, so I'll put them on screen right now. I think it's kind of funny how so many people are angry about this. I mean, I'm also pretty angry about this. Elden Ring, even if it's it's a DLC, I still would have preferred if that won over Astrobot. Honestly, I think Astrobot was the worst choice, and you can disagree with me on that for Game of the Year anyway. Worst choice for Game of the Year. You can disagree with me on that in the comments or something. I'll probably respond. But yeah, my personal choice for Game of the Year was Metaphor ReFantazio. That game was so amazing, and there's so many things I love about it. Just the style, the story's great, gameplay's great. But yeah, I would have preferred any of the others, like Black Myth Wukong, the new Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, even Final Fantasy, which is, kind of a remake / sequel to the remake, which is kind of weird. I've never seen that be done before. But I even would have preferred that over Astrobot. I feel like Astrobot is just not Game of the Year worthy, you know what I mean? It's a fun 3D platformer, but is it the Game of the Year? The Game of the Year. It's such a big title, But besides that, which, the Game of the Year, which I'm not extremely happy about, and I definitely think it should have been Metaphor. The other categories were fine. I think Best Art Direction was good. That's Metaphor that won that. One I want to talk about is the Best Score category. Now, that's probably one of my favorite categories. I love video game soundtracks. I made a whole video on Nintendo's Greatest Song. I'll put the thumbnail up on screen. But yeah, that, it's fine, that Final Fantasy one. I think, I would have preferred Metaphor, but Final Fantasy was second for me. I do think, Rebirth's soundtrack is not as good as the originals, but it's still not, a bad choice for Best Score. It's just Metaphor, I think, does a lot better. Then there was Best Direction. And they gave that to Astrobot as well, which, Astrobot has Best Direction. Direction? Really? I don't know. I think any of the other games in that category should have probably won that. I'm just thinking about the other categories right. Oh yeah, best RPG, of course, went to Metaphor. I think that was the right choice. Like seriously, you gotta play Metaphor. Metaphor is great. I love that game. And I liked, I'm just gonna talk about some of the smaller things at the Game Awards. I liked the Muppets, the hecklers. Those are some of my favorite Muppets, so that was really fun to see. And like, I thought this Game Awards was a little boring. Just not the most exciting announcements. Just not the most exciting one in general, which is kind of weird because it's their 10th anniversary, so I was hoping for a bit more. Like, I believe it was in 2020 where they did that big symphony celebrating like 10 years of gaming, and it was really cool. They went all out for it, and I'm a little sad we didn't see something like that. But yeah, I think this year's Game Awards, I'm gonna give it a 3 dashes out of 5. Definitely not my favorite. And yeah, if you want to see more of these unscripted, just me talking at the camera videos, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.